I hope you're enjoying the coverage so far of Justin Bergman and Damian Pongpanik. I've just rejoined my commentary chair for the time being. Quick shuffle over from the arena into the booth. Justin Bergman continuing to break really, really well. The breaker, a topic of hot discussion in that last interview there with Jordan Shepherd, and he mentioned how he couldn't really see why his opponent was persisting with the side break. Feels like the front is always the way to go, but the way that Justin's been hitting that side break, he will continue plundering that. And so successful with it. He seems to have found a little spot, a little bit of secret sauce that's giving him plenty of chances. And with the form that he's showing, he's tended to be taking them. That isn't ideal though. He wanted to slide by the three. Didn't quite grip into the felt as much as he would have liked off that shot. So a little shot to play here. It's a touchy one. He's used his extension, so had to just judge that well, and well, he's landed about as well as he could there. Really. Looking to go around the houses here. Now that'll do. It's the gap, 8-ball waiting for Justin Bergman in this first rack against Damian Pongpanik. Goes 1-0 in front of the Iceberg. I'd like to say, joining me in the booth. Better late than never, but I'm so glad he's here. Jeremy Handley. Yeah, I'll be pretty pleased with that, Damian. Good strong break. Slightly funky leave though. There's a couple of issues here on both suits. Solids look like a little bit of a touch of a non-starter really, but then Stripes have got its fair share of problems. The 11's an issue.
Yeah, there's nothing too easy about either one of these here. I think I'm gonna have to go Stripes. It's got the less problems, right?
Yeah, it's still, yeah, it's the lesser of two evils, but it's definitely still an evil one. Can he do anything with this shot here to further his cause? Yeah, I love that.
Very nice.
Great choice of shot, good execution from Damian.
That's what you see these good players do. They address the problem early, get it out. Kind of the key to the rack there.
And 13's still a slight issue for him.
Yeah, I was sitting here trying to work it out.
He just needs to land on it really nicely. He can land on it. You can see where he's pointing his cue there. That's optimal. He wants to be as straight as he can, but the straighter he is, the more in danger he is of not being on it. There's an argument maybe for leaving it last.
Yeah, I mean, you could almost just play a stop shot on the 14, leave yourself enough of the 13 and an angle, you know, to work the cue ball back out. We'll see what he comes up with. He may try to hit the gap right here, and if he doesn't get it, he's got the 14 as a backup. Could always.
Yeah, it comes back that way. I don't think he can avoid the 7 here. This one is difficult. Might just be able to. or he could. Yeah, that's where we often say in our position in the booth that, you know, the ones who really know what's available are the players who are at the table, and that's a good example of it.
Yeah, I don't think he ever gave our plan a thought.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing there, Damian. Oh, wow. Yeah. Gasp of air from you alongside me. I wasn't expecting that either.
He got a little flat on it, and he kind of had to force it. I think he's trying to come off one rail and back out, but
even then, surprised to see the miss.
Maybe a little nerves in that stroke. Who knows? So,
yeah, maybe.
He is playing Bergman.
Yeah, he knows. I think these two go back quite a long way. It was all about the ability of the man in the other chair.
I gotta say, I like Justin's pink shirt. I should have kept it.
Yeah, if you're not sure what Jeremy's referring to, we had Justin play this afternoon in what was a really fruity number, really, like a neon pink, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think I heard him say it was the first time he's wore pink.
It looked like it wasn't. He looked very comfortable out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a guy who's, you know, pretty reserved and keeps himself to himself around the arena. Yeah, it was quite a loud shirt to be wearing, wasn't it? Couldn't miss him. It's about the same colour as Damian's glove that he's wearing. It was.
Well, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like cut from the same cloth. It was bright. He's gone back to his shootout blue. This is the shirt that he won the title in last night. Maybe a good omen for him. And this was by far and away, this wasn't an easy run out on solids. He'd have been absolutely ecstatic to just come to the table because he wouldn't have expected to, especially as Damian got as far as his final strike. But just the way they were lined up, the solids, they just required a very decent clearance. He has been very, very successful with this break, and he's making that ball to the bottom right on repeat.
Which is ironic for Bergman because everybody knows notoriously his break is kind of on the bad side. So,
yeah, it's
hitting them well here though.
It's the weakest part of a very, very good game. It's all relative, of course. He's got a very good break, obviously, but it's the rest of his game is so special that the break does stand out a little as maybe not being as elite as the rest of Bergman's elements, but for sure in here in Colorado he has worked something out. He's found where he needs to be.
Yeah, the second ball break seems to be working really well on these tables. I'm seeing a lot of players using it even on the outer tables. So it seems to be the go-to.
So solid's the call. 5-ball just might need a bit of developing. If it doesn't, he will more than happily play on it. He's got options here. He can move into it now or he can land on it now. It looks like he's trying to bump it, which probably means it doesn't go anywhere. He's got perfect angle to come into it here. Just a nice simple shot. It's probably landed about as awkward as it could, really.
Yeah, he's got a long combo or somewhat of a thin cut there stretched out. So let's see what he likes. Oh no, I think he's looking at the 6 on the side here. Okay.
He obviously feels that he can nip this. Yeah, that's a very good shot. Going to take the 5 next. Put it in the thickest part of the side pocket. And he's got that lovely touch, Justin Bergman, to kill the cue ball. is disaster.
Yeah, he's created himself a problem here. Although I think he can address it pretty easily. He can hit that 9 with a little bit of speed and keep himself there for the 3. Yeah, it's a good shot.
And he covers it well. Just goes to show you can never quite get away with playing a bad shot. You've always got to be on it.
Yeah, this game will definitely punish you that way. Take it for granted for 1 second.
We'll take this. It's not quite been smooth sailing, but chance for 3-0. Justin Bergman will not sniff at it. Yeah, very, very good.
And he does it so well. His touch, like you mentioned earlier, he just floats that cue ball around there so nice.
Another big break from Pongpanik. Another interesting split. This is not easy. Maybe forced and taken solids. I think stripes are a bit of a non-starter.
No, I think he's on the right ball to shoot here. 6 has a pocket. Oh, you don't want to ball. Oh, he did not want to do that.
Oh, does that 6 still sneak past? Gonna watch Damian's reaction here. He'll tell us before we can see it, and I don't think it does. Yeah, the reason why he had to go solids was really because of that 6 ball.
Yeah. He'd have been pretty good there if he didn't touch the 6. Had a pretty good layout. Now I don't know what he's going to do here. It's always dangerous when the 8 ball's that close, right? And you got to try to break it out.
Yeah, you've got to be so precise here. So precise.
I like what he's thinking here. Dangerous.
Yeah, this is brave. This is brave.
He goes for it.
And that's one problem solved.
Now can you shoot the 6 into that point and then off the 8 into the side? Does that go?
I feel like we might be about to find out.
Is that a little too much going on, J-Mo?
No, it might be the only way you can do it. Oh, he's through on the 5 here. That helps him. Is he straight enough that he can maybe draw this back and nudge? It would be a risk.
Yeah. Try to pinch it into the pocket a little bit and see if you can. Oh.
Shot clock pressure as well, and he fouled there, I think. Just ran out of time, Damian Pongpanik. And you have to feel for him. Mm-hmm. It's such a fiddly rack to work out.
Yeah, it's a weird one, right? And it just got worse.
Yeah, just knocked the 11 with his cue, which was the foul, in case you didn't see it. But just got caught out by that shot clock. And we can forgive him that. You know, usually we say, 30 seconds with an extension, and it sort of feels like an age really nowadays in the speed that we play the game. But that was a situation that really did require some working out, and I feel for Damian there.
There just wasn't a clear, idea of what to do there. It's kind of trying to work it out in 30, 45 seconds. Yeah, it's tough.
When you're already 3-0 down to Justin Bergman, it's less than ideal. And pretty perfect. Not a false note. Cue ball on a dime from Justin Bergman. 4-0 in front. The magic spot that he's found. There he goes.
You're absolutely right. He's got that corner ball wired.
Right in the heart of the pocket. He's just found the spot. Almost feels like a 9-ball break when it's like that. That almost feels repeatable for him. It's been so consistent.
And that's scary for the rest of the field if he's got that worked out.
Well, the rest of the field needs to be taking some notes. They need to be out there with a pen and paper and plotting that one.
Is anybody breaking head ball that you've seen so far?
Well, interestingly, it was a big discussion in the last match because Jordan Shepherd was breaking brilliantly off the head ball, and a couple of times he was a little bit loose with the cue ball, but he was absolutely blitzing the pack, getting a lot of power. And Shane Thompson's side break wasn't that effective. It let him down a little bit. It was a match that only had one mistake in it. Jordan made it, but he had more chances just with the breaks and ended up running out pretty comfortable. Yeah, I think you're right though. Generally, the side break seems to have been the one that's been favoured by the majority.
Yeah, it's getting the best results. So other players are taking note of that.
I think, well, once news travels that, you know, maybe Bergman's opened Pandora's box here.
He's going to make quick work of this one, I think.
Yeah, that development shot that he played was really, really good. Looked a little wild because it was with a lot of pace, but there was method in the madness.
Yeah, you don't really see him let the cue ball loose too often like that. So definitely had a plan worked out to perfection, it seems.
Yeah, he's a joy to watch on this form. Game simply isn't this easy.
Yeah, it shouldn't look this easy. I don't know. He's got the cue ball on a string. Jeez.
Yeah, he just looks like he's almost at one with the table. Not really played a difficult part. That's the art form. Damian Pongpanik with probably his best break there. He's been pretty successful on the break, but struggled to manufacture good opportunities. This one might be his best. Even then, there's still a little bit of work.
Yeah, it looks like everything's got a pocket. The 10's a little tight, but I think it's manageable here. It's just got to find a good side of it.
Yeah, the 13 and the 14 sort of work together. May even be able to take the 14 direct. Maybe off the 9 here. Yeah, he's going to. Oh, is he?
Oh no!
Oh, he's played a bad shot there.
Oh, I think he put himself.
I don't think he can quite believe what he's done there, Damian, because that ball was over the pocket, which meant he could just choose his line, and that's a loose one. He won't be happy with that, that's for sure. So much so, he's having to jack up here. Big shot. Yeah, it was missable. It's not raining, it's pouring for Damian Pongpanik in this one.
Yeah, it's
that one will really sting. That was a poor shot.
Yeah, he just decelerated through it and it just died on him. Trying to find that little gap, but put himself in about the only spot he could where he had nothing. Bergman just working it out here. Oh, I love that shot right there.
How good is that?
That, yeah. That's the little nuances right there of the world-class players. So, and to most people that probably doesn't look like much, but it was the way he develops the one right there because it was a problem. It's, man.
Well, both balls in that area were a problem. He's managed to pot one and develop the other with his first shot at the table. 8-ball is still something to be considered. He may choose to run into it, but I'd be interested to see how he goes about this.
Yes. You know he's already got something in mind, so.
Yeah, and 3 balls as well to work.
Maybe he's going to play the 3-1 rail. Yeah. Oh, okay. So he's going to get on the inside of it and back cut it, float it over. That's nice.
I do enjoy the way that Justin goes about the game, because not only does he see it so well, he also lets us see it too. You can always see what he's thinking, what he's planning out there. But there's that right there probably wasn't the best shot he's ever played. I think the original plan has been ripped up and thrown out. He's now looking at potentially playing the 8, I think off the 13. He wants to be right behind this, and he isn't. Which will make up his mind, I think.
Oh, he's going to bank this thing. Oh, he spun it off the rail.
Very nice. I'm almost certain he was intending on working the 8-ball off the 13 there. He lined it up, and I just think he was so short, he just made up his mind as to take the bank shot on, and well, when he played it that well, it was almost like, well, why didn't you just do that in the first place? Super break again.
10 ball down again, corner ball.
Yeah, that is a weapon.
I think you're right, J-Mo. I think he's got it wired. I think he's got it worked out here.
I mean, one of the beauties of 8-ball, one of the absolute beauties of it, is you cannot control the break. It is always random. The splits will always be random, and you're never ever guaranteed to make a ball. No one has ever found a way the perfect break. But I think Bergman might be onto something here. The sample size is small, we admit. But yeah, if he's going to continue breaking like this, maybe he's hacked 8-ball.
That's kind of the beautiful thing about 8-ball, though. Even if he's got that worked out, it's still the patterns, and there's a lot of work to do there still. So it's still rely on a little bit of luck in that area. Oh, he's going to try to find that little gap there. I believe he did.
There's not much of one, but he's got there. 15 works to the right side pocket. You can get there next.
His vision of the table is just class.
And he's got to spring this step as well. He's swagging right now.
Yeah.
Well, this is just, it's been an exhibition, hasn't it?
It really has. Poor Damian's been on the business end of it too. It's and he's no slouch. The guy can play, but
no, he really can. Yeah, Justin Bergman with a show. What a performance. A 7-0 victory. He's into the last 32 of the Colorado Open. And just who is betting against him doing the double here in Denver? That was special from Justin Bergman. What a performance.